Happy New Year's Eve. I feel like I have so much going through my mind right now, and I have been feeling this pressure that's been building up inside of me. And it's so interesting because recording these videos is like this snapshot into my life. And I've said this before, but it's so hard to communicate the fullness of what is being experienced when we are living in these cycles. And depending on where we individually are in our own personal cycle, what season we're in personally as well as environmentally, and then you add in, the decade-long cycles that we're all going through, and we're all just trying to, I can't say we're all just trying to, but maybe on some level we are. But when you wake up to, when you wake up to these things in your life and they're just staring at you, there's so much judgment that comes along with it. And I am somebody that strives for pure perfection, and it literally drives me insane. I can be such a pill, and I am obsessed. I am obsessed with getting to the end of this entire journey and just being the most evolved, perfect version of myself. And I constantly tear myself down. I constantly am striving for more and better, and I'm constantly looking at my surroundings and judging myself for it not being perfect. But I see the mess, and I see the chaos. And a lot of the time I just put my head in the sand and I just move through it, or I force myself to change my surroundings so that it's not there in my face anymore. But the underlying reason why it's there has not changed in the way that I want it to. I have all of these goals and all of these ambitions, like I'm sure all of you do, and this is one of those times where we're bombarded with this messaging of, this is the time for growth, this is the time for change, this is the time for upgrading, this is the time where we can leave parts of ourselves behind and make room for the new. But what is not talked about is the fact that we are literally in a cycle, and cycles come back around every single time. And it may be that things get worse before they get better. And we forget that. What happens if you're in a fall season and we're like, oh, things are going to change, and we just assume things are going to get better. And it's like, it might not be summer for you. It might be winter. Obviously, because winter comes after fall. But the point I'm trying to make is, when do we become okay with I want to say healing slowly? When do we take the time to accept who we are a little bit more than we are currently doing? I just feel like I've been in such a state of contraction, yet my heart is yearning for this big expansion. But I might not be ready. What I might be ready for is to continue down this path of stillness and introspection and quiet deliberation and continuous movement of my physical body and movement of my mind in ways that actually can hold and support all of the things that are to come, because I am just so obsessed. I am so obsessed with the future, and it is bringing me so much anxiety. It is bringing me so much frustration, and I am looking at my surroundings and I keep trying to change them, and things are changing, but it's so slow. I just want to get a bin. And I want to throw my entire life out, and I just want to burn it all down. I just want to rise. And is that the way? I don't know. I'm just sick of feeling like I don't know, and I'm sick of feeling like my entire existence is like hinging on every second of every day. And every day that there's dishes piled in the sink, I'm an absolute failure. And the fact that my kid doesn't eat a lot of food, like I'm an absolute disgrace, and everything just feels like such a big deal all of the time. And these are just all of my internal thoughts, and it's a bit of a downer. For somebody who wants to spread love, light, and positivity, there's this whole other side that feels like can't come out of me. And I wish that I had something light to tie this all in a bow with. But not everything in life is a Christmas present. Not everything is a gift. Sometimes things don't get tied in a neat bow. Sometimes there's not a completion. There is just a transition.